Hello, everyone, and welcome to my review of our CSS 2110 course. I'm looking forward to teaching this course. It's a very exciting course for instruction. Um, as far as the course overview, it does follow our general outline for our online courses. And please remember to contact me whenever you have any questions or issues. This is a pretty good fundamental course to understand computer architecture and how it's organized, looking at drives and memory and other aspects of the computer. Very important computer course. So, as I said, follows the typical structure of a Canvas course. You have all your navigation. I'm showing you the instructor view. You notice that you have active links, and I have a little bit more, but syllabus announcements, please make sure you read through the announcements for additional information. As the modules, the gradebook, a chat feature, a Google Drive feature, and then the library resources, and also a whiteboard if you need that. But anyway, let me get right into the structure of the course. So this is our home page, our landing page, if you will. And if you have any questions as far as where to start, if you haven't been exposed to a Canvas course, please, click on that link. It'll take you to general information about the course. Read through that. So you will have to read through things. That'll definitely help you quite a bit. Let me introduce myself. I'm your instructor, Dwight Ferris. I've been teaching here at Miller Mott for about 10 years now, so I do appreciate all that I can provide as far as direction. All right. So back to the homepage. That was the welcome. You have this, each of basically the courses is broken up into learning units. You have a learning unit per week. Remember, our courses are 5-week long. So if you click on learning units 1 through 5, you get a general information about basically the course structure, and each of the activities encompassed in each of the learning units. I will start with learning unit 1 as far as the overview, and then I'll overview the rest. But they're all the similar structure. You have your discussion question. Please make sure you respond to the discussion questions following the criteria. Basically, there's a prompt. If you open it up, you start with the prompt, and in learning unit 1, the prompt is, why is it difficult to make performance comparison between different processors? So we're getting into the nuts and bolts of basically understanding the infrastructure of your computer, the CPU. What roles does the clock speed play in the CPU performance? What are common ways the CPU performance is measured? Now, generally, you may think, well, how do I find out this information? Yes, you will see a lot of this in exercises throughout the learning units. You can also use any resource that you have available. Remember the textbook that we use, and I'll talk about this in a second, when you get into the activities, will provide a ton of information to help you answer the discussion questions. Please remember that. And I'll address the one thing that you're responsible for the discussion questions. Please read through them, post your initial response before Wednesday of the week at midnight, and then respond to 2 of your classmates' posts on separate days throughout the remainder of the week. So it's probably best practice to respond to the discussion question right away. If you have your own research mechanism, that's probably the best to do. You can use generative AI or whatever you need, but make sure you post that response in your own words. And basically, you click the reply in case you haven't, and then write your response in the open form text here. All right. Keep going back to the learning units. Learning unit 1, you start out pretty easy. You just have one assignment, and I do want to address the platform that we use, and you see how it will direct you or redirect you. It's UCertify. Very, very stable platform, very useful. So it'll take you to a start page, and you click on the little button that's on the start page, and it will take you into the UCertify environment. And you notice that we have a connection from UCertify to NCORE/Miller Motte. You see a little bit more here because I'm an instructor, but you're going into calculating the mean. This is basically an exercise in understanding how, and this is very important. I mean, you may think that this is not applicable to computer infrastructure, but it truly is because it'll help you understand things like the processor and how it impacts your computer functionality. So I'm not going to walk through all of this, but your job is to click next and go through the exercises, answer the questions, etc., and make sure you navigate through all of them because this is how you get credit. And it will automatically pass your grade back to the gradebook in Canvas. And as you see in the background here, Canvas is still running. So you're actually in the UCertify, and hopefully you've seen this before. So that is basically how you navigate through the exercises. So learning unit 1 is that calculating your mean. It's a mathematical process, but it is important. And then, excuse me, in the learning units, you have your quizzes, and this is also UCertify. The good thing about this, you have a learn component where you can learn and get responses by the system with immediate feedback. There's a gamification portion of it where you can gamify the information. There's a review after you've taken the test, and then there's the actual test. So make sure you go through those. I'm not going to open that up. Once again, if you have any problems, make sure you contact me via, oops, I didn't want to close that, a Halo message or an email, and my cell phone is in the announcements, and I will repeat that again. I have to go back in to my section, or to our course. As you see, I'm teaching several courses, but once again, this is CSS 2110. The announcements, I'm going to briefly revisit this again. Right now, there's 3 important announcements in there. Please address those. The welcome, the what else you need to know, and then what you need to do as far as UCertify support. And in that welcome, or in that what else you need to know section, that's where my cell phone is and projected office hours. So once again, in summary, this is an overview of the course and Learning Unit 1, and I will continue to post other videos so that you can see where we're going with the course. So thank you for your attention, and I will virtually see you all in the course.